Afternoon, gang. Okay, so don't know how much everybody's seen, heard, whatever, but y'all know that Ida picked up steam, merged with another front that was coming through and completely walloped the Northeast coast yesterday. From Maryland, Pennsylvania, Jersey, New York, everything like that, bad. So I'm considering myself very lucky because the damage was obviously way south down in New Orleans, Mississippi, just rained here, and then destroyed everything that's going up in the upper Northeast. Wanted to let you know I have been in contact with Angry Prepper. Just recently, Jason said him and the family are okay. Obviously, he's working, but for anybody that you guys were asking, he's good. Okay, so that was that. It's catastrophic out there, guys, and I'm not trying to hype anything or whatever. I'm going to play a couple of videos that came out this morning from what's going on in New York and what's going on in Philly real quick so you can see. Literally, this is Armageddon for them. Everything is underwater. Now, also, I wanted to let you guys know about the complete lack of, the latest failure of 46, okay? Lisa Klar sent me about a half a dozen things that she had picked up off of Instagram, Twitter, or whatever. I want to read this one to you, okay? And this is down in Louisiana. Update, we dropped off over 20 gallons of drinking water in my friend's apartment complex in the east to tide them over for the night. It's not an ideal situation over there. They had no drinking water, no power, and all the amenities out that way like Dollar General are boarded up and shut. A couple of young men are guarding the entrance to the apartment complex with AK-47s, and they said after it gets dark, it gets like the purge. Others are going to try to come take what they have. It's fucked up. That's what I was talking about the other day, guys, in the video. This is just a couple of days in. Now, New Orleans, if I'm not mistaken, has like a population of 600,000. New York has a population of 8 million. All right. So it's going to get real fugly in New York real fast. And as the comment that this Instagram had here real quick, it says, if everyone loves New Orleans like they say they love New Orleans, please know there are people here who need supplies and evacuating is just not an option for everyone. Where is the National Guard? Where is anyone? I don't like to see people slipping through the cracks and not having their basic needs met in a crisis. Yeah. So what this is telling me is, again, the 46 administration is probably hiding in the basement. Joe's sipping on his Jell-O and going from there. Where's the help for these people? This crisis number whatever for Joe, failure number whatever for Joe, same thing, okay? Can't get it done. Somehow, some way, hopefully we have some capacity to help somehow. I've looked to see how we can help the folks down in Louisiana, how we can help the folks up in the Northeast. Louisiana, obviously, because it's a couple of days out from everything, there's now something set up. So I'm going to link that, how you can help directly to the folks in New Orleans down there. For New York and Philly, I looked, and right now it's like the only way to do it is the Red Cross. There are some GoFundMes for Louisiana, but I found one that is direct aid to the folks down there. So I'm going to link that. But let me show you these videos here real quick, and you can see how bad it's getting.
Yeah.
Guys, this is why we prep, okay? I mean, you can go on YouTube and you can watch hours of videos right now of the craziness that's going on in any of these cities. I mean, I saw, typical New Yorker, a guy was on an inflatable, whatever the hell you call it, little floaty thing, just drinking a beer and floating down the floodwaters, okay? So some people think it's absolutely silly. But this is the kind of disasters we prep for. And sure, I understand if you lived in a garden apartment or first floor or something like that, all your preps could be trashed. Totally get it. But you don't know, okay? I mean, if fire burns down my house, sure, I lose all my preps. I mean, but if I do nothing, I guarantee I have nothing. So, for all of those guys that are new to prepping, watch some of this stuff and start thinking in your head, what if that happens here? And I'm not talking about just a flood. There were tornadoes. What if a tornado hits? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? How are you ready? Do you have a plan? Do you have a way to take care of the kids? Do you have an evac plan? Do you have somewhere to go? Do you have somewhere to take care of, somehow way to take care of your pets? Whatever it would be. There's a whole lot of thinking that you need to do beforehand, because it's a lot easier to put a plan in action when shit hits the fan than to try to come up with a plan of action when shit hits the fan. Okay? I very seriously doubt that a whole bunch of people in New York City have rafts to get out of the city right now, because you saw the videos, cars ain't going to do it. So, you got to go somewhere. If you're in an apartment complex, hopefully you're a couple of floors up. Hopefully that, you can take in some of your neighbors. Considering how New York is, that's probably not going to happen. But this is stuff that we need to learn from. So, pay attention to these things and figure out how you would handle if this situation hits to you. Because after this one, I mean, what the cleanup is going to be like in a New York or Philly. And I can't tell you how many times we've all said, get out of the cities, but how long the cleanup's going to be. But, imagine the disease that's going to come in the cities, all that garbage floating around, whatever it would be. Cleanup is going to take forever. So learn from them, guys. Use these things. I'm, like I said, extremely fortunate this did not affect me and Mrs. P. I mean, because it went right overhead and we got wet and that was it. Didn't even lose a tree branch. But am I watching this stuff to learn to put this in gear and say, okay, what if? Yeah, that's what preppers do. We're proactive, not reactive. Stay safe out there, guys. Pinball out.